What's up guys? Today's video is going to be a quick tutorial showing you how I get this makeup look, just something fun and fresh for the summer. But as I was going through the products that I wanted to use, I started paring it down to exclusively drugstore products, and I wanted something super easy and minimal. And the more I was playing around, I realized I wanted to see how minimal I could make this. So I ended up just using 5 products to create this look. And it ended up being pretty fun to do, seeing what kind of look I could create, like how many of my essentials boxes I could check. You know, we all have our gotta have coverage or lashes or whatever that thing is for us, seeing how I could check all those boxes for myself with as few products as possible. So if you want to see that, how I got this look and the products that I used, let's go ahead and get started. First, I'm starting off with foundation. This is the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-Hour Breathable Foundation. Mine is the shade True Beige. And I'm going to start by applying that in areas where I want the most coverage. Just because in an effort to try and use as few products as possible, I'm gonna avoid using concealer, just going for something a little bit softer, keeping it fresh face, because this is pretty true medium coverage foundation on me, I think at least. However, it doesn't match, it's not the best match for the skin on my face. It's great for like neck and chest, but a little too deep to only use it selectively across my face. So I'm gonna build coverage starting, like I said, with those areas where I tend to want more in my under eyes, and where I just have blemishes and scarring and things like that. And then I'll go in with another layer around the rest of the face to see if I can build it up that way. There might be a brightening element that I want here too, which I might reach for some concealer for, but let's see how this goes. Okay, so here is that next layer blended. I actually don't think I'm gonna go in with a concealer. I really like the coverage. It's not full or perfect, but it's natural and evens everything out. And I like how it covers in my under eye area. And I actually really like how it blended out with my finger. It was kind of tedious, more tedious than a brush anyway, but kind of like how I prefer doing this with my concealer. The warmth of my fingers, I feel like, just makes the product sink into my skin. I don't know if it's worth it to do this every day, but it's definitely a technique that I'll like keep trying because I just love the way that makes the product just blend with my skin. Okay, brows. For the sake of keeping it drugstore, I'm going back to an old favorite. This is the CoverGirl Ultra Fine and Defined Brow Pencil in the shade Soft Brown. I still really like this, but I've just kind of gotten lazy and only been using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Gel because it's super easy to run through your brows. It adds pigment, adds volume, and then sets your brows in place. But I used to love using these two in tandem because there really is nothing like a nice thin brow pencil to really outline and define the borders and the edges of your brows, just to help them look a little bit more defined. The Anastasia can't do that. In fact, I once said I would never use the Anastasia by itself because it made the brow hairs around the perimeter of my brows look too messy if it caught onto the product. But I quickly ate my words once I became lazy enough to where I didn't want to have to fill in my brows and use the pomade every day. I still really like this CoverGirl pencil. Like, it's such a subtle change, but it makes a huge difference in between the two brows. Brows are everything. Okay, and so there are brows done. Okay, now moving on to the eyes, I'm going in with an eyeshadow single. Like, when was the last time we saw singles used? I feel like they're never used here on YouTube. So this is the Maybelline single in the Glow Down. I'm just gonna use my fingers to swipe that across my lid. But I also miraculously kept my doe foot applicator, so to the extent I really need it to get into my inner corner or a more precise application in my brow, I actually have it. And really like, not doe foot, sponge tip applicators for doing that. So there's one layer across the lid, but I'm actually gonna wet my finger with a makeup wipe that I have sitting here and stick that in to get kind of more of a high shine metallic effect with this, because that can get like super foiled. That's like a crazy difference between the two, using wet and dry. Is this almost too shiny and dramatic for what I'm going for? No. Now to add some definition along the lash line, I'm going back in with that brow pencil and just dragging it, starting at the outer corner. This isn't my favorite thing to use. I mean, I think there's a reason we have brow pencils versus eyeshadow pencils. Brow pencils tend to be waxier, at least those that I prefer. So this from CoverGirl has a little bit of a waxier texture, which makes it great for depositing on your brows, but not so great for applying like a liner. But I'm trying to keep the number of products I use minimal. This will get the job done because I really just want to thicken the appearance of my lash line. And then with the liner done, I'm going in with my longtime favorite mascara, my L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise, and sweeping that across my lashes. I don't care how minimal my makeup routine is, mascara is always a must. and this is why. Moving on to the cheeks, I'm actually gonna do something recently inspired by Lisa Eldridge. She, in a video she just posted about her new lipsticks that she just launched, talked about using one of the shades on her lips as well as her cheeks. So today I'm gonna do just that, not with her lipstick, although I did order all of the new shades in rush shipping, so fingers crossed they're here soon. I'm actually gonna be using this formula from Almay. I bought as many shades as I could pick up, and it turns out I'm still missing 2 from Ulta, but I'm gonna have a swatch video of these coming up soon. But a lot of you guys asked for me to swatch the Almay Lip Vibes, so I have those coming up. This is the shade 220 Live Happy. It's a cream finish. They also have matte finishes within the collection, but I figured cream would kind of keep it very fresh feeling for summer, especially since the Rimmel dries down relatively matte. I kind of want to keep things fresh and glowy. And then once that is done, because I'm already on the lips, I'm just going to go ahead and apply that to my lips as well. And those are the lips. I love this bright coral shade. Oh, one more thing. I'm going back in with that eyeshadow single from Maybelline, and I'm going to use that for a very soft highlighter, especially knowing how pigmented this can get on the eyes. I don't want to go overboard with this on my face. I just want like a super light kind of dusting, which will kind of help set this blush. And then to clean up some of the shadow in my inner corner and under eye, because I was kind of imprecise just using my finger when applying it, I'm going in with a touch more of that foundation and just blending that out exclusively in my under eye area. All right, so that is the finished look, just something glowy, but still relatively natural and very minimal in more ways than one. I actually ended up only using 5 products in this whole video, which is kind of surprising even to me, because I was expecting to use at least a concealer more. Let me know what you guys think of this video. It was super fun to do, and I'd love to hear what products, if you were to create like an ultra minimal 5 product, 4 product, however many product face, let me know what products you would use down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye guys!